Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are gonna be continuing the Let's Play for Reverse 1999. And today we are hopping back into the main story with Chapter 6, Elucevan le Stelle. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this is going. Apparently this is gonna be opera. Judging by the title and by what I found earlier, this is definitely gonna be opera, at least themed after a opera, and I'm looking forward to what the hell this is gonna entail. But all in due order, first and foremost, considering this episode is gonna go up on the 2nd of January, I believe. So, Happy New Year, everybody! Hope you had a good romp through the old to the new year time frame, and that everything was fine, no one got injured, and yeah, you just had a good old time. I've spent my evening on a live stream, and a lot of the color orange. Quite a lot of the color orange. Holy shit, that was an ending. That game was Project Wingman is a game that I didn't expect to be that epic. But holy shit, was that game epic, and that game was made by 3 people. Damn, I'm still taken aback by it. But yeah, I had a good evening. Hope everybody else had a good evening around New Year's, and let's get this thing rolling. So first and foremost, good lord, the previous episode. I am very happy that you guys enjoyed the previous episode, because it took a while to record. I was not joking when I was, I think, in one section of the video saying that it took like 7 hours. The Jessica segment alone, I started recording, I think it was a couple of minutes before noon or something on that day. And when I finished recording the last tiny bit, the outro to intro to the Tooth Fairy portion of the story on the previous episode, that was like 6 p.m.-ish, around 6 p.m. When I was done with that, I was mentally checked out. The joke that I was doing there with me going to grab a meal before I continue recording the rest, that was not a joke. I was just mentally out. I was checked the hell out. But it was enjoyable. I liked it, and definitely a time investment. But it was a fun time investment overall. I didn't really have anything against it, but those Excel guides, whoever made those, because I just dug them up on random, whoever made those Excel guides and that other document as well that I linked, you are gods. Thank you very much. You saved me a lot of trouble. And yeah. Now we're gonna go back to this, but before we do so, again, speaking of the previous episode, guys, thank you very much, as always, for the likes and the comments. And one comment that I would like to highlight is about the golden thread thing that I was asking on the previous part as well, which comes from VGGuy95, who said, the golden thread banner is worth it if you have characters that you are interested in, that are in both character pools. Noted. It's really good for people that don't have a lot of characters in general. The only big downside with the banner is that pity doesn't carry to the usual banners. As such, I highly recommend doing single pulls on it, even though it's a pain, since you want to minimize the amount of pulls on it. Once you get the thread item, the banner is closed. Okay, yeah. I kind of figured that the banner is gonna close the moment you get the thing, because it also has a pity counter on it. So if you don't get it by the 40th pull, it probably just auto closes once you get it at any given point. But yeah. Thank you for that. That clarified a couple of things. I also saw other people bring up the golden thread banner that for people who have played this game from the beginning and do have the majority of the characters, it's probably a bait banner, and I'll agree with that, unless you want duplicates of a character, of course. But I can agree to that it's definitely a bait for other people. For me personally, I don't have many characters right now, so it kind of, there's kind of the whole thing of I do want at least one of them, because the chances of getting them on random are, you know, very random. Like very recently on the last pull session I got Pickles, which is very nice, but I do want at least one of the characters from the banner, so later on I'm not gonna bother you guys with every single pull. I will do them as single pulls, but I'm probably gonna do like a supercut or something, or just skip to wherever I get the thread item and then decide who it's gonna be. Like right now I don't know, for story reasons I'm wavering between Lilia or 37, or maybe even 6. Even though I don't really know much about 6, maybe some part of today's story will shine a bit more light on 6 himself. But I'll take another look when we get to the banner, because I do want to decide who I want from the thread. But let's begin with today's section. But before we do so, one quick thing I wanted to bring up. So, our chapter here is called, and I saw the question being brought up as well, do you like opera, essentially. The answer to that question I'm gonna tell you is, I'm not a person who will willingly go into an opera, but opera songs, I do like them. I do enjoy them quite a lot, especially you know, when they're used in like games and media for like big bombastic like showcases. Just the raw emotion from an opera song enhancing the moment is a lot of times so much better than, you know, just having a bombastic musical track. But it depends on moments and games and stuff like that. But before we head in, as per usual, I want to bring up one quick thing, and that is Elucevan le stelle, which translates to "and the stars were shining." Now, I'm bringing this up this way this time around as you can see, as a regular window instead of the usual usual edit in, because of this little segment right here that I'm circling, but more on that in a second. Anyway. Elucevan le stelle, and the stars were shining is a romantic aria from the third act of Giacomo Puccini's opera Tosca from the 1900s, composed to an Italian libretto by Luigi Illica and Giuseppe Giacosa. It is sung in Act 3 by Mario Cavaradossi, tenor, a painter in love with the singer Tosca, while he waits for his execution on the roof of Castel Sant'Angelo. That is pretty much the depiction of that. Now, why am I bringing this up here like this? Mostly because of the libretto. The libretto here is actually provided, and the special thing about it is that this is the libretto sung by Leo Slezak, who we can see right here, in 1913, and recorded on a Edison goddamn cylinder. This is a very old recording, and I wanted to bring it here up and play it for you guys. I listened to this thing right before this recording, actually. It is 4 minutes long, but it's very, very beautiful. So I want to put this here. Hopefully no one minds. If you want to skip ahead, you can do so. Just, you know, fast forward a tiny bit and you'll be at where we start with today's story. But right now, how about we listen to a bit of a very old classical piece of music. Let's begin.
solestava la terra, gride all'uscio dell'orto, e un passo sfiorava l'arena. Entrava e la fragrante mi cadea fra le braccia. Oh, dolci voci languide, mentre io fremente le vene forme di scioglie dai veri svani per sempre il sogno mio l'oro è fuggito e muoio disperato. E muoio disperato. E non tanto la vita
And that would be that. So yeah, pretty much why I wanted to include this here at the beginning, because it's beautiful, damn the vocals, and yeah, it's an OG classical recording from 1913, again on a goddamn Edison cylinder that has still survived and has been preserved, and good thing that it has, because old stuff like that, if possible, should be really preserved. But yeah, very beautiful. So yeah, anyway, let's see how much that is gonna play into this whole chapter. Oh, good, we're starting with the conch shell. Nice. Is the lady back? Also, who is that? Oh, you I recognize. That I think is Kakania. Who is this?
Hey, you. Yes, you, my hurried child. You rush through the street like a cyclone. Where are you going?
Also, hi there, old lady, you're back. Oh, I also forgot to mention at the end of today's episode, I'm gonna start including... Also, I just noticed this guy here. And the people around there. Anyway, I'm gonna start including again the 3-door section and the next portion of the somnambulism stuff that I didn't include last time because last episode was already too long. But from today's episode, that will be also included again until it's done. Anyway, I can't be late for the show.
A show. A show. So you came to Vienna for the love of stories. That's for sure.
Oh, okay, that's... Is that why the chapter is called after the opera? Because the guy The guy that we just heard singing essentially is from Austria. He is a Austrian opera singer, or was rather.
Then this is just the right place for you. A place where the floors are decorated with gold, where music sings along with the stories. Even a newcomer could be entranced here. Oh, listen to me. You must not be a newcomer, but a true connoisseur. Before you leave, may I ask a simple question?
Also, very, very quickly, Vienna, I think I've been twice in my life to Vienna. And both times were on excursions, but I did pass a couple of times through Vienna, I think. But just passing through, because my grandparents were living back in Germany, so passing through Austria has been a thing, and going even to do some cheaper shopping in Austria has been a thing. But yeah, anyway.
Which act in a show do you prefer?
Ooh, okay. Every part of it, Act 5, Act 3, Act 1. Okay, I'm gonna select Act 3 purely because of what we just read in the wiki article, so let's see if she says something specific.
Oh, the rising action.
Okay.
The most thrilling part. Like biting into the filling of an apple strudel. You're about to have
apple
the
strudel.
sweetest part.
Oh, apple strudel, yes.
Do you know which act I love the most? Not Act 1, nor 3, or 5,
You like all of them?
but 6.
Hmm.
Act 6, my dear. That's the best part.
That is... How self-aware is this? Considering this is chapter 6 now?
The part in which the king picks up his fallen head. The knight pulls out the sword in his chest. The bodies stand up, dust their clothes, and come to the front of the stage, bow to the audience, and receive their applause.
That's not really part of the performance.
Yes, it is. My child, that is precisely when the real show begins.
Uh-huh.
I have a good script here. Let me put on my glasses. Let's start from Act 6.
Sure.
The princess, a nightingale decorated with diamonds, an opera singer taking center stage, steps into a building of gray and white diamond patterns.
Uh-huh.
And the curtain falls forever. The smile on her face seems too serene. She is still dreaming. Her madness keeps them on alert. But in the court, she seems so meek and mentally steady, like a docked boat on calm waters. Nodding elegantly to every gentleman she meets, she makes the shackle on her neck look like a piece of dazzling jewelry. Next page. Oh.
What happened?
In a transparent room under an unyielding limelight, her dignity is stomped on, like a silk handkerchief thrown on the ground. They smash her crown, forcing her to pay for her madness.
Is she mad?
No, not anymore.
Uh-huh.
Sleep, she said to me. Sleep. If that's what she said, then I don't need to wake up. That's when the star falls into an everlasting dream. The blinding light becoming a spotlight on the stage, the empty room carrying the best reverberations. She has never been so calm. Everything beautiful in her is there forever, frozen in time.
Uh-huh. I guess she went completely insane.
Or found eternal peace.
Or that.
Her world has become the performance, a show that never ends. I'd say she's a great actress. Isn't she?
Peace and madness, huh? Okay. But this is not a good story. I think it needs more context.
My dear, you are indeed a great connoisseur.
Thank you, I do love me my story games. I do like to consume the story and think about it.
Only one act of a play can't tell a good story by itself.
Exactly. Well, there are some that can tell a good story even in like 5 minutes. But, you know, stuff like that is pretty rare. Anyway.
Oh, forgive my ramblings. The golden curtain has risen. Fix your collar, darling. And keep moving forward.
Alright. Okay. This was an interesting opening to the whole thing. Razor in green. A razor, impeccably sharp and dressed in green, that stands up for the people. Oh, Elichevan Lestella. How much of this is gonna take place in Vienna? Or are we gonna be...
Meine Damen und Herren, willkommen!
Ah, guten Abend. Wie geht's, wie steht's?
On behalf of the General Medical Association of Vienna, I would like to thank you all for attending this demonstration conference.
Es ist mir eine Freude, mein Herr.
It is a great honor.
Natürlich. Yes, I can speak German for those of you who don't know. Dr. Schwartz. So Dr. Black, alright, good. God, some German names and surnames, rather.
As we can see, dear friends, the era of science has arrived. The era of man has arrived. Today, we will share the honor of witnessing the advancement of technology, its contributions to medical science, and even the world.
The world. Also, the font changed. Is it because of him giving a presentation?
Now, please allow me to introduce the patient again.
Probably.
Miss Isolde von Dietersdorf.
Dietersdorf,
This lady
okay.
has selflessly volunteered for the experiment, and in return will receive a healthy mind in no time.
Oh, God. Oh, is this the medicine you are showing people? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know how these went around this time frame. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
She's been living a miserable life due to hysteria. How
Oh,
terrible
it is.
for a young woman like her.
Oh, it is exactly what I was thinking about. Electroshock therapy to cure someone's head from hysteria. Oh, God, no. Oh, this is gonna be miserable.
As we all know, mental illness is taking an increasing toll on our country. Even suicide has become more rampant.
Oh, boy.
The tragedies are piling up, and our dear lady is in excruciating pain as we speak.
Sure. Yeah, total pain, I can hear it.
Thanks to the development of medical science, we can again be rescued from the abyss of pain. As I said before, the electroshock therapy uses the most advanced technology available.
Do you want me to taser your balls? You wanna know how that feels? I am sure it will cure you of something, buddy. Especially cure you of having any kind of prodigies or kids.
The medical use of electricity dates back to the 18th century.
Oh, God. The presentation of those obscure theories fails to enthrall the attention of the guests. Vienna citizens possess less a thirst for knowledge and a hunger for morbid curiosities. Yep, the human nature, buddy. Tales of misfortune are favored over their cures.
Isolde? The youngest daughter of the Dietersdorfs? Oh, no wonder she volunteered. The treatment should do wonders for her. You know there's something wrong with that family? I heard her mother stabbed old Dietersdorf in the temple with a brass needle and killed every maid in the room.
What the hell?
That thing's even made it into the curio market. I heard not even the Lord's water could clean the blood off it.
Jeez.
The family seems to be cursed. So far, no one's ever lived past the age of 40. In fact, the girl had a sister who died very young, and now her brother. I read in the papers that
Huh.
he killed himself, right? Well, the artist did what an artist would do. He wrote a sad poem and then set fire to his paintings, together with himself.
Okay, there has to be more to this.
You know what? My uncle works for the police. He showed me the autopsy report. The truth is, Theophil shot himself. He was killed by a bullet.
Uh-huh.
Gosh! Good thing he didn't have to suffer all that pain before he died. Poor boy, he was so talented and handsome. But the girl, oh, she's less fortunate. Fainted at her only brother's funeral. Didn't even get to see him one last time. I hope the latest treatment will alleviate her suffering.
Lunatics. The whole family is a bunch of lunatics.
Okay. I do wonder what is wrong with the family then. If all of them go crazy after a while or something like that. What are they? Or what could they have as knowledge that is driving them nuts?
Manners, sir. This is Vienna where we call these poor people Arcanists.
Oh.
I sincerely hope that Isolde can put an end to her
Oh.
miserable nightmare. After all, she is one of the most talented opera singers in Vienna. Just like her mother.
Oh. Is this what it is? The regular people think that Arcanists are all insane or some shit like that?
You know what they say? Talent and hysteria go hand in hand. Think about it. They both come from the mind.
Oh god, you all need to be on that chair instead of her. Uh-huh. The speaker notes these untimely whispers.
Quiet, please. The treatment will now begin. Are you ready, Miss Dietersdorf?
Yes.
Okay, she's responding back. So... Sound of mind.
I'm ready. Please.
Ow!
3, 2, 1. Okay. Calm down, my lady. Just hang in there, okay? The treatment will work. Perseverance is a virtue. I don't think the electroshock is causing the pain you seem to be experiencing. Don't let the imaginary fear get the better of you.
Oh, mein Herr, you think the electroshock is not causing pain? I think you need to be introduced to an electric taser to your goddamn ball sack and see how that feels. Prick.
Yes.
Jesus.
Good.
Now we'll begin stage 2. The voltage will be slightly increased.
Oh, good.
Please get ready, Miss Dietersdorf.
No!
Good God.
Stage 3, an even higher voltage.
Oh my God, stop it. Good Lord.
Enough!
Please stop him.
Forgive the interruption, Dr. Schwartz, but I need you to stop the treatment immediately.
Chattering, hushed questions replace the hum of electricity. The audience turns toward the petite woman standing in the back row.
I can't help but to question your methods, as well as the methods of the General Medical Association.
Kakania, right? Jesus Christ.
Your electroshock therapy is a gross violation of humanitarian principles. judging from what I just saw. It only brought the patient meaningless pain, and didn't help her condition one bit. Unless, of course, you intend to use physical pain to distract the patient from her mental pain.
Her green silhouette is delicate and sharp, like a razor slicing through the chaos.
Even though this is a conference meant for conversation, you're being a little rude.
This guy.
The new electroshock therapy is not what you know from the last century. Now that man has tamed electricity, there's no doubt that the EST is the best choice for treatment. You shouldn't take it at face value, because it's not like the underlying principles are the same as that frog experiment, huh?
That frog experiment, look, I know that people back then were still thinking that some of this shit that they were doing is helping people, like goddamn lobotomies and stuff like that. I know very well, but it was absolutely misguided. Absolutely.
My treatment is supported by systemic theories and reliable references, and it is approved and sponsored by the General Medical Association, which means it's reasonable and legitimate.
Again, how about we strap you to the chair and see how you feel about that?
Well, you are, correct me if I'm wrong, a social activist known for her little arcane tricks, Miss Cacania. Or should I say, Miss Clara?
Clara, okay.
As far as I know, you don't even have a medical degree. Besides your so-called art movement, this secession, is it? It confuses me, really. Anyway, in order to have a more professional conversation, I suggest we talk later. You know, after you get a medical license.
Murmurs and fragmented laughter swell among the crowd.
No, Dr. Schwartz. This conversation has nothing to do with my personal identity or experience. I'm only asking you as a citizen of Vienna, and as a human being with empathy. How can you not see that she's suffering? Have you been thoroughly brainwashed by the supposed authority of medical science? Or have you two been blinded and deafened by hysteria?
Oh!
Oh!
You rude little... Please allow me to reiterate, the EST is an advanced and reliable treatment. Besides, Miss Dietersdorf has signed an agreement before we started. The experiment is conducted under mutual consent. Your objection is of no use, and it is even harmful to the patient's interests. But we always welcome debate. Since you question my methods, please be my guest and indulge us with your thoughts on her condition.
As I understand it, Mr. Sigmund Freud published his studies on hysteria in 1895. He believes that hysteria was a psychological disorder caused by problems in the nervous system. It was not a simple organ disease. His trauma theory explains that the patient's personal life experiences were the real cause of the disorder, affecting the patient in subtle ways. It makes much more sense to analyze the patient's traumas than to harm their body. As to whether his theory is advanced enough, you can read The Totem and Taboo, which he published last year.
What?
The gentleman's face cracks with expression.
Freud. Freud! The man who told people to marry their mothers and kill their fathers. The one who couldn't get a word in when his patients spewed insanity. It took him 17 years to become a professor, for God's sake. Miss Clara, I've tolerated your immature antics, and I always welcome advice and opinion, as long as they're rational and reasonable. It's just, how could you challenge me with such an amateur theory?
It's funny to think about, but yeah, I believe back then Freud was not that far used as an example for how to conduct around people who have some kind of insanity or disorder or whatever the hell. But nowadays, obviously, his stuff is being looked at and, quoted to Kingdom Come and back.
You insult me as a gentleman, and you insult my reputation.
What? Dr. Schwartz, I did not mean to insult you.
A bang.
Miss Dittersdorf. She's unconscious.
There you go. What do you mean, how? You goddamn electroshocked her!
Get her off the chair now!
Idiots. Absolute idiots. Well, this is a beginning to a chapter. This is a beginning to a chapter. Torturing a person. Oh. Another conch? A doctor interpreting dreams.
Oh, you're here? Not a good time. As you can see, my eyes are barely open.
Uh-huh.
In the blink of an eye, my dream slips away like a deer into the deep of the forest.
Were you dreaming?
What kind of a question is that? You make it sound like me dreaming is the most ridiculous thing in the world.
Well, ma'am, so far you were just a disembodied voice to me. So, you know, it's kind of hard to imagine you dreaming.
I have to remind you, except for some outdated wisdom, there is nothing different between your head and mine, dearie.
Alright. What did you dream of?
I'm as curious about that as you are.
Oh?
You could always allow me to return to my soft bed to try to summon that dream again. Oh, but even then it likely won't be the same dream. See, we seldom remember our dreams, and even what we don't forget can be hard to understand. And that's why we need a dream interpreter.
I mean, it's not that hard to understand. Last time I literally dreamt that I was piloting a helicopter, military one, and that is purely because the day before that I was playing a game with military planes and helicopters and everything in it. So, you know, my brain was just processing that whole debacle. Anyway.
A doctor that values Shakespeare above his patients and cigars above his own career. A doctor like Sigmund Freud. He lures out forgotten memories from your past through a technique called free association. Through this, he can reveal what makes you who you are. All you need to do is to lie on the sofa and spill out your thoughts like old milk. Once you do that, your mental health will surely improve. The sleepwalkers stop falling out of their beds, the hysterical go back to their sewing. With enough time, maybe Nietzsche could write a comedy.
Sorry, that last sentence. Maybe with enough time, Nietzsche could write a comedy. That is comedy in itself. But yeah, it's very nice how quickly you can shift back focus into the regular once you actually, you know, open up about what is bothering you and stuff like that.
But what about the medical journals, you may ask? He must have released them. Otherwise, how could we prove the effectiveness of his treatments? And he has. You can read them in journals, in the textbooks, and hear them in the chattering of medical students. Your name will be blacked out on the pages by then, but your dreams will become the latest gossip on everyone's lips.
It's not good for the patients.
Oh, my dear, all medicine has side effects. The best medicine is bitter to the taste. It must be tolerated for the sake of the treatment. How else will these patients free themselves from their mental cages of unconscious desire and delusion? It really is the smallest of prices. A mere coffee stain on your shirt, just telling a few people about an unlucky moment or two. Besides, the patient is not given a name. The true protagonist remains a secret between you and the doctor. Perhaps you're right. It's not the only way.
What's the other then?
Come, listen. Do you hear that? That shrill, piercing sound of metal on the skull? The blood-curdling screams. Even the strongest soul would quake in fear. But this is the other way. However, funny enough, some people prefer the pain. It ends faster than a hard talk with the doctor.
Whoa! Well, this is an abstract picture. Holy shit. Huh? Person's mind. Okay, where are we now? This looks... Okay, this looks like back at the Institute now. Drums of March. Or something. Okay. The opening notes of a big crescendo. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Laplace main hall.
Move! Oh, move!
Oh shit. I think I saw your portrait in the thread thing. Okay. Navigating this corridor is no easy feat, as researchers engrossed in their Brownian motion studies hurry along without watching their step.
Shoot, are you blind or did you hit me on purpose?
Oh damn. Okay, hi, nothing else. Ugh, what does that sound? A viscous deep purple substance drips from this face onto the hem of their lab coat, marvelously landing in a spot not yet coated with other stains.
Hey, hello.
What the hell? Death Stranding sends its regards?
You know how to control this thing? It always drifts on my bed at night. I just sit back for a week.
What?
Just remove your brain. Problem solved.
Uh-huh.
Going sense. How come I didn't think of that? Thank you for your advice. You are so sweet.
What is happening? What?
You're so welcome, pal. I'd wipe my eyes more often if I were you. Just do something to get that black snot off those lashes.
Also, I'm gonna just ask this question here. I can tell by the appearance, I guess it's supposed to be a guy. But is it supposed to be like an androgynous person? This person right in front of me right now? Or is it just a dude that looks more feminine than the regulars? Oh?
The good news is, the persons in charge of this place are all dead. The bad news, the one in charge right now is not a person.
Uh-huh. Storm observation room.
Hello, researcher medicine.
Hey!
Your meal allowance is being deducted to pay for door repair.
I don't care, Buckethead. Do your worst. A few pennies don't bother me.
Uh-huh. The head of the computing center nods, taking this as a sign of amicable agreement.
You could have called me from your lab terminal. The technology department has equipped every researcher with the latest communication device, and I have the energy to communicate with everyone.
Then how am I supposed to know whether my report is lying in your trash or not? Oh, please, you know we gotta talk face to face to solve our issues when things get ugly.
Okay. With a flick of their wrist, a gray folder lands with impact, spilling its contents across the desk.
Congrats on the one and only achievement you got from the Manus mask. We're now fully aware of its side effects, and this great achievement is filling the halls with oil and insanity. You should thank the Hatted Cuckoo for her report. No one's turned into a crazy monster yet, or the Manus would be attacking the headquarters from Laplace right now. Damn it! What are you doing? Are you even listening to me?
Lucy turns her head, having just fastened the buckle on her face.
My apologies.
Oh.
You said we needed to talk face to face.
Oh no.
If I understand it correctly, this is your #1 request.
You always carry a face in your pocket? That's just great.
You are welcome. It is our duty to learn and meet the needs of every researcher. This will help them reach their full potential while respecting the nature of their being.
Alright.
I received some letters of complaint. They asked me to develop a better sense of humor. They said it would help me understand the researcher's sarcasm, so I am studying it.
Oh, you're good at it. Don't worry about that. You're good at it.
75% of the complaints mentioned they did not want to see a face on my head. Some even use strong words like, "Never let me see that face of yours again." I am glad that you are one of the other 25%, Researcher Medicine Pocket.
You know what? I don't mind if you keep that face on, as long as you let me kick it around a bit.
The newly face-flaunting robot nods slightly, pleased with their renewed consensus.
Regarding your second request, I have read your report. I fully understand the side effects of the mask as well as the feasibility of the decryption.
Then what's
Good
the
Lord.
point? It's like trying to get the syrup formula out of a Coke can. Ugh. Again, we are all screwed without the original ritual from the Manus.
It is too early to conclude that the mask does not contain important clues. The attempts we are making are very necessary. Besides, the situation in Laplace is not as bad as you say. The side effects are completely under control. The subjects are only suffering from dehydration and mania. Fortunately,
Only.
the rehabilitation center has extensive experience in dealing with manic patients. And some researchers, like yourself, are already manic without putting on the mask. So the side effects will not affect them much.
They storm out. What was that sound? Oh. Oh.
Yes! Ball pens! Ball pens love brains!
Oh god. Two researchers arrive swiftly, removing the poor soul who lodged a pen into their eye socket and just as swiftly replacing the broken glass. Ooh.
Extensive experience, huh?
That is right. I am glad you have noticed our efforts. We have prepared a large amount of polymer materials in case of minor vandalism by the patients.
Haha. Amusing. So this is the logic of a machine, huh? Humans are as expendable in the lab as glass. You should be glad that your head is harder than my teeth, alright?
Yeah, your shark
opinion
teeth.
surprises me, Researcher Medicine Pocket. There is a big difference between the human body and glass. As for the original ritual, you are not the first researcher to make this suggestion. We are fully aware of its importance.
Uh-huh.
We have dispatched investigators and members of the Field Agent Administration to investigate various regions. Here are the images they sent back.
Okay, what am I looking at? Upper radius, lower radius... Yeah. Storm critical point prediction. Geographical location, relative position, current location close, to be encoded. Uh-huh. Warning. Okay.
Field... what?
Field Agent Administration. If you have not heard of the name before, most prefer to call them the History Guards, given their function.
History guards.
Right. That team of cannon fodder. The thought of people being thrown around like garbage makes me feel lucky that I'm just a piece of glass.
Medicine Pocket lifts their head, examining the screen. Their attention completely diverted.
Looks like face-to-face conversation does solve problems. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Aside from the insane colleagues running amok. Let me guess. The blue dots are good news, huh?
Correct. They represent the safe areas immune to the storm.
Okay. Yellow is red is more than likely super danger. What is yellow?
North America. I should have gone there for a walk in the park. I don't deserve to suffer in this stupid gray prison.
I have to say, Researcher Medicine Pocket, even though I approved your request for a sports field, which you claimed was a humanitarian need, I think it is more of a canine need.
I suggest you install an indicator on your humor module so we know when to laugh. See? Like this blinking red dot.
Shut up, I laughed.
Is that Vienna?
Yes.
They wait, but the android does not offer up any further information.
All right. Not privy to the information, huh? I know of your tricks. One day I will find the logical fallacies in your words, I swear. This here. Yellow. Better than the worst. Worse than the best. That's the agency. Don't tell me there's a 500-meter long blue crab.
No. No sightings of large marine organisms other than the Gorgon. This is where Timekeeper and her team are right now.
So I'm gonna guess it's yellow because what we've seen at the end of the last chapter is kind of starting to probably get hit by the storm, or it's kind of like on the edge of it.
By the way, it seems you can distinguish between colors precisely, so the canine elements in you are more of a personal choice than an innate trait.
I see your efforts on improving your sense of humor, I do, but that's enough now. Turn off the module, okay? Who the heck put these complaints in the box? I'm gonna kick their teeth out.
Back to business. Timekeeper and her team are in a bit of a situation. The details are classified, and I am not privy to them either.
Huh. Classified. I know what's going on. In this place, classified means they're in big trouble.
Oh, you can say that again. Oh? Oh, shit. Scene.
What are they? Hope did not tell us about these things! Get away from me, you arcane fiends!
Oh, shit.
Marcus? Marcus?
Oh. Ooh, even more new characters. Oh.
Hoffman, I was reading the newspaper.
Yeah, I was about to say it's the what was she again? The sister of Enigma. I don't know who the other one is.
I know I told you to practice your arcane skills more, but you don't have to do it all the time. I just told you the oath to secrecy for this mission. Level 2 Investigator Marcus, repeat it to me.
Remember the field mission manual? Never disclose any information about the storm or the era to irrelevant people. Never build unnecessary connections with the current era. Never disclose any real information about the headquarters to members of the branch. Never discuss confidential matters in unrelated settings.
Basically, don't talk about it.
Never contact or interfere with the insignificant. Stay out of their lives. Silently observe and respect their lives. And why is the stupid train never on time?
Did I really say that?
Yes, in a low voice, after the last random stop.
You have a talent for multitasking, I'll give you that. But the point is, as a rookie investigator, your focus should really be on the mission.
Yes, Madam Hoffman, I'm so sorry.
Laplace has analyzed the information from the field agent squad and suggested several critical points on where the storm may arrive. One of them is Vienna. The history guards have reported sightings of menace leaders there. Considering they will probably do the same things they did in 1929, you know, escalate the international conflicts to accelerate the reverse, this mission is probably quite risky.
It's okay, Madam Hoffman. I am fully prepared. I've been waiting for my first field mission since I joined the Foundation. Thank you for approving my application, or I'd still be talking to rusty filing cabinets and diamond patterns on a wall.
No need to thank me, Investigator Marcus. Your application has been approved by headquarters, as your arcane skills will prove very useful on this mission. This time we will track down Manus Vindictae in Vienna, and gather intelligence on the rituals. The intelligence should help with the storm immunity research, making it the top priority of all other missions. That's why I said your arcane skill reading will be useful on this mission.
Reading.
Yes, understood.
The young student straightens up. Her mentor catches her emotion and replies unsmilingly.
I know how lucky you must feel for returning to your era, after being isolated from the outside world for so long. I will take you to Romania and visit the orphanage where you used to live. If we still have time for that after the mission.
I was thinking like where she could be from, but Romania, okay. Whoa.
I'll do my best, Madam Hoffman. Whatever you need, as long as my arcane skill can do it. By the way, how's the Timekeeper doing on Aegean Island?
Marcus, have you already forgotten what I just told you? This is a confidential matter.
But it's in the news.
Yeah. Okay, what does it say? Unknown island appears on the Aegean Sea. Forces attacked by arcane creatures. Bulgaria, Serbia, and Greece. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Negotiating committee. Ownership over island causing conflict ownership over island causing conflicts between Bulgaria, Serbia, and Greece.
Unknown island appears on the Aegean Sea. Forces attacked by arcane creatures. Ownership over island causing conflicts between Bulgaria, Serbia, and Greece. Austro-Hungarian Empire and Russian Empire to establish a negotiating committee.
Uh-huh.
Madam Hoffman, the increased turmoil could cause the storm to arrive earlier, right?
That is not our problem. The headquarters will send someone to intervene since it is caused by the Arcanum. Now, just focus on our destination. Vienna. Time to get out. Grab your luggage.
Ooh, this is preparing some form of chapter. Okay. Very interesting. Oper Cafe House. Zemel! Anyway. What is this? What do we have here? Suggestion box. An effective way for interdepartmental communication and understanding the needs of all employees. Read suggestions. Title: Feedback on Faces. Submitter: redacted, or rather anonymous, probably. Content: Who thought the Michael and Jason horror masks were a good idea? Yes! Was that from my boy? And what's with the creepy face on the little tank engine? Enough already, my heart can't take this! Oh my god, yes. Collection point Laplace, redacted, department first floor. Collection date 28th. Reply received on the 30th. This plan was recommended anonymously with the intention of using familiar characters to create a sense of closeness among employees. However, these masks failed to achieve the desired effect. Mask Plan Mark II has now been initiated. Oh god. Title: 4th floor, keep an eye on your test animals. Submitter: Tom Evans. Content: Stop letting your spiders. Stop letting your spiders run wild. They've already eaten 6 of our Madagascar hissing cockroaches. This is seriously affecting our progress. These are crucial pieces of experimental data and research that are at stake here. Collection point Laplace headquarters 4th floor. Collection date 3rd. Reply received on the 30th. Wow. 27 days later. Look, just because we're researching the spider tail doesn't mean we're responsible for any of this. Our spider tails don't even contain actual spider parts. Maybe you should ask the 3rd floor instead. They're the ones studying the hydraulic legs. Okay. Title: Sincere advice for Madame Lucy. Submitter: a person with a single letter for his name. X. Maybe. Content: Given that Madame Lucy is an incredibly sophisticated computer with no emotional modules, and I am a carbon-based life form naturally equipped with such modules, I would like to make some modest suggestions. It could be beneficial for Madame Lucy to learn more about interacting with our carbon-based employees. This includes not entering their offices without prior notice, developing a better sense of humor, and not removing important components from their delicate machinery. Okay. Collection point Laplace headquarters next to the director's office. Collection date redacted completely. Reply received on the 31st. Hello X. Okay, so I was right. And it's not redacted here. Hello X. The set of devices you designed is unnecessarily complicated. The work it is doing far exceeds the joules needed to brew a pot of coffee under normal conditions, so I made some adjustments. As for your other points, I noticed today that my office wall is now covered with fake 230-volt sockets. Is this what you call a sense of humor? I love these guys. They're pulling stupid pranks on each other. That's amazing. Pulling pranks on the robot by putting fucking plugs on the wall. Amazing. Also, I see why he's so pissed off. She took away components from his coffee machine. I mean, yeah, valid. Anyway, fork and torte. Lengthy procedures, excessive paperwork, and bureaucratic red tape. Also, torte means cake. Ring Road.
Here it is, the national treasure of Austria.
God, I want one right now.
The creamy chocolate cake, the buttery ganache, and the delicious apricot jam. Created by the ingenious apprentice Franz Sacher in 1832, renowned throughout the world. The dessert of Vienna, Sachertorte.
Sachertorte.
My first time seeing a real one.
At the cafe's entrance, Marcus's fork holds reluctantly over her mother's little gift. Mother's mentors, pardon.
Should I cut it? If I cut straight, the cake will get mushy. If I cut sideways, I'll miss out on the apricot filling. What if I eat it in one bite? Oh no, how unrefined. The director would scold me for that.
Never eat a piece of cake in one bite unless it's already bite-sized. Be patient and please eat it and enjoy.
I have to think carefully. There must be some other way.
Just take a piece and let it melt on your tongue.
Remember all your training, Investigator Marcus. This is the most important moment of your life. Don't get too excited or you'll ruin it.
The cake. Sure. Then the fork falls.
Oh no.
As Hoffman cuts the Sachertorte in two with calculated precision.
But
Nothing. Thank you for deciding for me.
Alright. The cake rightly is a national treasure, soft and layered with apricot jam. It is consumed in mere moments.
what's with the tears, Marcus?
Because the cake is way too sweet.
The cafe bustles with others coming and going. As Hoffman checks her watch now for perhaps the 15th time in fewer than as many minutes.
According to the plan, the head of the Vienna branch would pick us up and guide us through the necessary procedures of this era. But our train was 2 hours late. That being the case, our Mr. Carl should have been waiting for 2 hours, but so far there is no sign of any gentleman in the Foundation's uniform.
So Mr. Carl is also more than 2 hours late.
A clever deduction. Let us hope otherwise. I'll go check if he got here before us.
The mentor steps out from under her umbrella's shadow and heads into the cafe. Left behind, the apprentice looks around aimlessly. She catches a few key words.
I bet that island is a secret base of the Dual Entente. That's why the Bulgarians are so anxious. They're worried about their exit on the Aegean Sea. A friend of mine is in the Navy. He saw a ship leaving the harbor loaded with gold.
Oh boy.
War is coming, friend. No. How does that explain the arcane creatures over there? I'd say it's never been discovered before. Like the Celtic Otherworld. You know, the heavenly land beyond the sea in Bran's legend.
Ooh, you guys are mentioning something interesting. The Celtic Otherworld, huh?
The Arcanum has declined after the Enlightenment, it is an honor for all of us in this era to find such a paradise from the past. You're not fit to be human if you don't understand what that island means to us, my friend.
Secret base. Other world. Fascinating. I need to write this down.
Also, she's adorable. Marcus opens her notebook, jotting down these bits of trivia with a quick and earnest enthusiasm. Her desire to catch the length and breadth of these comments forces her to lean quite conspicuously until she finds she has become an object of spectacle herself. You ding-dong.
Miss, could you show me your papers, please?
Papers, please? Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. My friend has it. Could you hold on a minute? I am an Arcanist sent from the headquarters of the St. Pavlov Foundation. I have a letter of introduction from the head of the Vienna branch.
Arcanist?
Uh-oh.
Then you come with us, miss. Hands
Uh-oh.
up and be quiet.
Uh-oh.
Bring over the golems! We have an unregistered Arcanist!
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Hoffman's attention is drawn to the commotion unfolding outside the window. Uh-oh.
Sir, please listen to me.
A single misstep causes a mistaken interpretation, a sign of defiance. Uh-oh. Enough to compel those loyal city guardians to fulfill their duty. Uh-oh.
Get away!
And combat. Alright. Uh-oh. Marcus? Uh-oh. What are you doing, Marcus? Old Golem. A loyal guardian statue. Never sleeps, never chit-chats, never asks for family leave, never gets sick, and never complains about the length of its service. Sorry, I'm listening to the music for a second. Huh. A devoted guard of Vienna. Recent concerns about espionage have rattled his nerves, but also ignited his fervor to serve the Empire. And a vigilant guard. A vigilant guard, he sees little difference between Arcanists and foreign spies, except that it's harder to get a bonus for capturing the former. Oh, good for you.
The hunt begins.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, shit. Not gonna lie. This might be my favorite battle track so far. Oh, shit. Alright, time to deal with these guys.
Target confirmed.
Using troops.
Beautiful. Alright.
What is happening?
What was that? What is happening?
At ease, gents. Allow me to explain. This respectable lady is most definitely not a Russian spy.
The accent on this guy is amazing. A portly gentleman with a handlebar mustache hurries over. Handlebar? Did I read? Yeah, I did. Okay. His forehead glistening with sweat.
Ah, Miss Hoffman! So, this lady with the big case is your assistant? No spy would be stupid enough to carry an entire case of papers in public. That will be all, gentlemen.
The guards offer their salute before ushering the golems back to their posts. Hoffman's face is the picture of awkwardness, one that could mark a new entry for this exact situation in the next field mission manual.
The gentlemen in Vienna have become exceedingly sensitive after the infamous espionage cases of 1913.
Mm-hmm.
And their pride was almost destroyed by the Redl case. The man was even head of counterintelligence. and had a sexual orientation not tolerated in his time.
Huh.
Well, I'm not sure which of the reasons hurt them more.
Huh. Yeah. Also, oh yeah, she has the same, on her collar, the same, what do you call it? Brooch, I guess, around her collar as the guy just now as well on his jacket.
Sorry, Marcus. I should have told you that, as your supervisor.
Yeah. Oh, Marcus. She nods, but only manages a half-spoken grunt of affirmation.
The belief that Arcanists cannot cast arcane skills without the ability to speak. So old and superstitious. Like muzzling a dog when it gets out of control. Can we dispel it now, Mr. Carl?
I have to remind you, Miss Hoffman, that theoretically we have to go through an entire approval process before I authorize the dispelling of the mute spell.
Yeah, but that's theoretical.
But whatever, who cares?
Thank you.
They shouldn't have treated a young lady like that, for whatever reason.
Thank you. Mr. Carl is a portly and pale man, his appearance punctuated by the scent of punch cards, in every way a representative of the Empire's bureaucratic system. Overall, he seems a pleasant sort of man, despite his position. I mean, yeah, I would say that's my first impression of him. Aww.
Relax. This was just a minor incident. You'll never find another place as tolerant as Vienna. The very same principles the Foundation strives for. All registered Arcanists can come and go as they please in this beautiful city. We even offer artists and musicians perks that cover every aspect of their lives, because Vienna loves art and music.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of registered Arcanists, could you show me her Arcanum license?
Arcanum license?
Yes, ladies from the headquarters. Even so, I'm more than willing to skip some unnecessary procedures for you. We still have to be careful about security, you know, especially when dealing with Arcanists.
Uh-huh. The portly bureaucrat rubs his hands together slyly. It is evident that he would be no easier to deal with than the golems.
I don't think the headquarters issues such a license. No one told us to apply for one.
Oh, there must be some mistake. All Arcanists entering Europe must possess an Arcanum license issued by the local government.
Huh.
Austria enacted this policy in 1756. We abolished it in 1868, but we're in the time of great tension, so... you know... Perhaps this lady knows something. Miss Marcus?
Yes?
You are an Arcanist, even though you're sent by the headquarters, correct? Show to me then. Your Arcanum license.
Uh-oh. Hoffman's brow furrows. This then is what it looks like when those in power wish to exert their authority. But the more pressing crisis here is that there would be no way to produce an authentic paper from 1914 without adequate preparation.
Marcus is my assistant on this mission, Mr. Carl. She is not to answer your questions directly given her rank and status. It is me, the one in charge, that you should turn to, not my assistant.
Oh, lady from headquarters, don't get me wrong. I didn't mean to usurp your authority. It's not an issue. You didn't have to...
I have it.
Oh. Hoffman is confused. Ooh. Marcus handed over a slip of paper from her pocket. What is that, a coffee stain?
Here.
Oh.
Mr. Carl burst into a series of protracted sighs.
Is everything okay, Mr. Carl? Is it not acceptable?
Oh god, does it have a stamp of a year somewhere? And he's confused about that or some shit?
Oh, yes, it's a perfectly good license. I can even smell the ink from the government office. Welcome to Vienna, Miss Arcanist from Romania.
Or is the fact that she's from Romania, that took him back?
You should have shown it to me sooner. It would have saved us a lot of trouble.
The portly man smiles as he returns the permit to Marcus, who seems as though she has just stepped off our rocking boat.
I'm so sorry to have wasted your time.
Speaking of which, no offense, but you are 2 hours and 15 minutes late, Mr. Carl.
The apprentice's apology is cut short, as she is taken aback by her mentor's dramatic shift in tact. He was probably late because he was, I don't know, eating some freaking Zemmel somewhere. Or pretzel.
My apologies. The Minister of Finance and I had a little too much at lunch.
Oh my god, I was right.
Well, your train was late too, wasn't it?
Oh my god, I was right. He was stuffing his face.
You were having lunch when you were supposed to be here. We agreed.
Relax, lady from the headquarters. You're just not used to this pace around here.
Uh-huh, and what is the pace around here?
Look at this industrialization and so-called modern designs. They have turned our beloved city and our carefree life into a cold, impersonal machine.
Oh, sure.
Please forgive the train staff, the sewer workers, and the plumbers. It is their right to be a little unpunctual, and enforcing this right is a symbol of our free will.
Uh-huh, okay.
In the end, you didn't wait too long, and I got to enjoy my lunch. It all worked out, right?
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that they are late because they were showing their free will through that. That's an interesting perspective, but you were late. Stop giving stupid apologies. Hoffman remains unswayed and indignant. Jesus. While behind her, Marcus hangs her head. Clearly, Mr. Carl's joy is his alone.
So, why was your train late?
I don't know, why were you late again?
It crashed into a deer. A deer with free will.
Thank you, Hoffman.
Tragic. Alright, forgive this old Carl for his minor mistake, ladies. So rumors about the Golden Isle had kept the branch busy. There was no one else but me to pick you up. It wouldn't have been so embarrassing if headquarters had sent us manpower instead of taking it from us.
I am also on the job, Mr. Carl. Should I include your complaints in the report?
No, that's okay. It's just a group of lunatics banished to an island. They're arcane criminals from a small country, and people will forget about them in less than a month. Only a few would believe that it has any real influence on Vienna. You know, the young artists who think highly of themselves, the schemers with evil plans, and the conspiracy theorists suffering from neurasthenia.
Jesus.
The Megas and the Bohemians are already giving us a headache. Arcanists, they are not at all the Empire's top ethnic concern.
But are you in charge of the registration and management of Arcanists?
Well, first of all, isn't my loyalty to His Majesty and the Empire? Before you use the title Head of the Vienna branch to define me, I am first and foremost an honored citizen of Vienna, and I serve our great Emperor, lady.
Good for you.
I thought you said this was a tolerant city.
Damn, Marcus.
Oh yes, we are responsible for dealing with the problems caused by the Arcanists, just as we deal with the Megas and the Bohemians.
Mr. Carl swings his cane and strides forward cheerfully.
All right, that's the venerable Vienna branch of the St. Pavlov Foundation over there. Let's go.
Marcus touches her left cheek, still warm from the touch of the mute incantation.
Mr. Call is very different from the staff of the headquarters.
In fact, most of the time the branch members aren't comrades who share the same goals with us. They're more like local officials we have to deal with. We need them as a buffer between the Foundation and the local governments. They can help us maintain peace in the human world, but you can't ask too much of them. Not all of them are cosmopolitans. Most of them put their emperor and their country first. That's why we shouldn't disclose classified information to them. Does it still hurt?
Oh, it feels much better now.
Aww. The mentor swings around as if on a swivel, with a face of plain curiosity.
Marcus, did you already have that license before you joined the Foundation?
Yes. Austria abolished that policy in 1868, but Romania did not until 1913.
Ah.
I carried it with me out of habit. Thank goodness I did. This is indeed the era I'm from. That time has returned.
Huh.
Never disclose any information about the storm or the era to irrelevant people.
The apprentice holds her speech. Cowed by Hoffman's warning.
Put away your license. We need to catch up with Carl. Remember my words, Marcus. Never trust anyone, even if they're a branch member of the Foundation.
Huh. Okay, so this is the era that Marcus is from. Interesting. Interessante. Okay, what do we have? There was more here, huh? Employee notes. A crucial transcription meticulously transcribed in bold for emphasis. Okay. St. Pavlov's Foundation Vienna branch employee notes. Procedure for requesting the dispelling of a mute incantation simplified version. Number 1. Initiating the application. The applicant must go to the administrative desk of the St. Pavlov Foundation Vienna branch, Austro-Hungarian Empire Internal Security Department, Austro-Hungarian Empire Public Security Bureau with a ticket to receive the joint processing application form. Number 2. Filling out the form. The applicant must fill out the application form truthfully and submit it to the administrative desk of the Austro-Hungarian Empire Public Security Bureau, where the administrative staff will conduct a preliminary review. Number 3. Commencement of the dispelling procedure. After the administrative staff has conducted a preliminary review, the form will be submitted to the Social Responsibility Monitoring Group of the St. Pavlov Foundation Vienna branch, Austro-Hungarian Empire Internal Security Department, Austro-Hungarian Empire Public Security Bureau for risk assessment. Number 4. Commencement of the assessment. Jesus Christ, when it steps to this. Very bureaucratic, right? Members of the Social Responsibility Monitoring Group will conduct a detailed investigation and assessment of the applicant, fill out their review comments, and submit them to the team leader. Number 5. Secondary approval. Good lord. The team leader will then summarize the review comments and submit them to the Director of the Public Affairs Bureau for a secondary approval, who will then submit the application to the Internal Affairs Department. Number 6. Completion of the process. Jesus. Upon approval, the Director of the Public Affairs Bureau will initiate an interdepartmental collaboration process and send the comments of the secondary approval to the Harm Prevention Office, which will then issue a notification letter to the administrative desk. Number 7. Execution of the dispel. Upon receipt of the notification letter, the administrative desk will archive it and issue another notification letter informing the applicant to participate in the mute incantation dispel ritual. Don't forget any of these steps or you'll regret it. This is my third 18 at. Okay. Good lord, that's a lot of steps. I'm happy we skipped all of that. Holy shit. Oh, back to these guys. Secession building. Must a fork always be paired with a cake? Must art always adhere to tradition? Ooh.
So this is the Vienna branch?
You have quite a fancy building, huh? There's a bit of Greek architecture in there, I would say. I would say, at least. At least that's what it reminds me of. Alright. What does it say? Sakrvm? Something? Okay.
It's splendid. Look at the walls, simple yet elegant. It's like a temple of modern art.
Uh-huh.
I can read. The contrast between different shapes and textures. This Mr. Ulrich must have put so much effort into the design. It must be a very pleasant place to work at, Mr. Call.
Oh, no. This is a Secession building. As a meeting place for the young artists to show off, other than the cafes. They said they wanted to break away from traditional art. Well, it's more like they're breaking away from human life. There's nothing to like here. Only inexplicable paintings and neurasthenic lunatics. But people keep coming back. There are even secession groups to the secession. Like cells dividing through mitosis. The entrance to our venerable branch is on the left. Please follow me.
Oh god, we have a shack. Please tell me we have a shack. Whoa. A massive golem stands at the door, towering over the approaching trio.
Notice the guard? It's the most loyal and reliable knight of Vienna. Powered entirely by arcane ritual. The greatest achievement since the revival of Arcanum in Europe.
Okay.
In 1662, a royal magician from London offered it to the emperor at the time. Since then, it's guarded the empire for centuries.
I love how this guy speaks. In 1662. Alright. Totally not gonna backfire on your asses, but okay. Okay, sure.
Ah, sir.
A figure emerges from within the shadow of the golem.
Greetings, dear Sascapia. How's your son Tamino? I hear he's not getting along well with his fiancée.
Uh-huh, who are you?
Strange one. What's he doing standing in the corner like that?
My apologies, Miss Hoffman. Please hold on. Terrific, Heinrich! Just as terrific as your pathetic art career!
What the fuck?
That's great! Best wishes to you, Sascapia. Oh, my apologies.
Were they speaking in just some code just now? Because he literally kinda insulted him, didn't he? Oh, terrific Heinrich, just as terrific as your pathetic art career. Yeah, he literally insulted him to his face and he didn't even flinch. Okay, I think they're speaking in code, unless this is something else. He stands in the distance, giving a nod towards Hoffman and Marcus.
Greetings to you, Angelotti. And unknown lady.
The gentleman turns and moves briskly into the temple-like edifice, as peculiar in his exit as he was in his entrance.
See, he is one of those crazy artists. Everyone knows that I only have this beautiful daughter of mine. This mustacheless gentleman went to study in Berlin and has just returned. I guess he didn't learn much in class, and now he's throwing himself into opera. He must have listened to Wagner and Mozart so much it damaged his central nervous system. That's why he sees everyone as a character in an opera.
Sure.
Operas and music, they do harm to your eyes and fill your ears with useless sounds.
Okay, sir, you will shut the fuck up right now. I will rip that mustache off your face in one clean swoop.
Is every artist like this? Scarpia, Angelotti. They are indeed characters from the opera Tosca.
Okay, yeah, that's coming into play.
Oops! I am getting off topic.
Karlskane raps on the stone creature in front of him.
Don't worry. We've modified its original ritual to meet the needs here. Lots of people come in and out after all. You just need to knock on the armor 3 times, touch a mustache, and it will let you in.
And what if you don't have a mustache?
I forgot you have no mustaches, my dear ladies. But you do have arcane skills, right?
Yeah, and?
First of all, I am not an Arcanist.
Yeah.
Second, I am not as humorous as you think.
Fine, but that was no joke. This thing only accepts mustaches. It's a
really
that every gentleman should have. And not everyone's like Heinrich.
Uh-huh. The absurdity seems to have finally broken the senior investigator's patience. Just speechless.
Just give me the list of Arcanists we mentioned in the letter, Mr. Carl. We don't need to go into the branch.
Oh, no. Do you really want to miss the scenery of the Donau? And the sight of the modern transport system? There's no better way to tour the ring roads than by carriage. And we've booked a room for you at the Sacher Hotel.
Sacher Hotel, huh?
By the way, have you tried the treasure of Austria?
Yes.
Thank you. We already had it while you were enjoying your lunch. Now, please, give us the list.
She has no patience anymore for him. Hoffman's tone marks the request as non-negotiable.
And I'm sure you've received a telegram from the headquarters. You are to investigate the people around Theophil von Dittersdorf.
Okay, all right. It's a pity, lady from the headquarters. Here you are. And that's all of it. All of it. Oh, and this. 2 tickets to the Vienna Royal Orchestra. Please give them to Mr. Richard, and when you see him, send my sincerest regards.
Okay, he said one thing and it said a completely different, well, not really completely different thing, but different thing down in the in the text, whatever. Vienna Court Opera. Hoffman stands still, maintaining a distant politeness.
I will.
Who's Mr. Richard?
The contact between the Foundation and the Vienna branch in 1914. A phantom of history. At that time, people still believed the golden age that had begun with the last generation would continue as it should, and that their positions in government would be as unshakable as the long-standing empire.
Hoffman nods, watching as old Carl taps his cane and strokes his beard, before disappearing into the corridor opened by the golem.
Shoot, it won't let me in.
You're not joking, are you, Mr. Carl?
I am not. Darn! What is going on? Is this thing broken? Oh, no, I'm stuck. Oh, my belly. Oh, I had the suit custom made in Paris.
Uh-oh. The ancient knight awakens in a slow stir, shaking off a heavy layer of dust and as thick as as a Viennese title.
What on earth is going on? Why is the defense system activated?
Because you're fat? A comical voice emanates from within the statue. Lilting and quick, like a rubber ball bouncing around inside a hollow frame.
Marcus, can you read its internal rituals?
Considering its sluggishness, yes, I think so.
Good. It's a good chance for you to get some experience. Just stay safe.
This goofball. Alright. Finding the same things again. Let's see. The old golem and a steadfast golem. This is what the Empire needs. Silent and unwavering loyalty. Never voicing an opinion or risking or asking for privileges. Yeah, Good for you guys.
Activated. Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full. Using troops.
Dust to dust.
Oh no! Miss Hoffman! These golems represent the spirit of the Vienna branch! You shouldn't be so violent!
Well...
Adapt, improve, and advance. Arcanum should be kept up with the times, not lock itself away in a museum and wallow in the good old days. There was something visibly wrong with this thing, and we were rightfully doing our job. If you have any concerns about this, I'll include them in the report. And I should remind you that you've spent too much time on your free will. We're running out of time.
Nine! Proceed, not the problem, darn it. You're not German, are you?
The punctuality of Germans, huh? The division head mutters softly before proceeding inside at last.
So, what's wrong with the golem?
As Mr. Carl said, its structure is simple and yet incredible. The malfunction comes from one of the components. There's an extra stroke on the enchantment. These strokes look new. I guess the staff made a mistake when they did the maintenance or repair.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, let's hope, but it's probably something else. Someone is probably preparing something bigger.
Now take a look at this before Mr. Carl comes out.
Ooh, what am I looking at? What is that, an abstract painting or something? It looks like a clock in the middle.
Several days ago, a member of the field agent squad found a painting that was reported in this magazine, The Pan. It belonged to Theophil von Dittersdorf, a deceased artist from Vienna who committed suicide.
Okay.
Its name is The Salvation, and it was found along with a poem.
Okay.
The poem mentions the doomsday, the reversal of time, and the rain.
Salvation and rain. It sounds so...
Okay. I was expecting the Dittersdorf people to be somehow in tune with something that they know and it's driving them mad. But yeah, what if the thing that is driving them mad always is the knowledge about the storm that they somehow are capable to perceive or just know by default?
Yes. And given the sightings of Manus leaders in Vienna, we believe Theophil came into contact with Manus leaders before he died, and probably learned the truth of the storm and the method of salvation.
Yeah, that could be the case, yeah.
This was how Manus Vindicte recruited Arcanists in 1929.
Yeah.
If he knew the method of salvation, why did he still kill himself?
That's a good question. Marcus takes the magazine with really curiosity, looking at the small clipped section.
Auf der Suche nach Silenus im Walde fragte ich ihn.
Seeking Silenus in the woods, I asked him,
Was ist das Beste und Wunderbarste für den Mensch?
what is the best and most wonderful thing for man?
Die Leere, wo der Mensch nie geboren wurde, sagte er.
The emptiness where man was never born, he said.
Ich betrachtete ihn, den Ring des Lebens, den Ring aller Leben.
I looked at it, the ring of life, the ring of all lives. Also, I'm appreciating the German right now.
Deine Hände formen den Ring, und das Urteil wird ausgesprochen.
Your hands form the ring and the judgment is pronounced.
Am jüngsten Tag, in der Dämmerung, wenn die Geschichte verblasst.
On the doomsday, at the dusk, when history fades away.
O Welt, sein Kopf beißt sich in seine Füße. Seine Knie berühren seine Nase.
O world, its head bites its feet. Its knees touch its nose.
O Mensch, sie bewohnen die Erde und warten darauf, dass der Himmel fällt.
O man, they inhabit the earth, waiting for the sky to fall.
Gestern wird zum Morgen. Morgen verwandelt sich wieder in gestern.
Yesterday turns into tomorrow, tomorrow reverts to yesterday.
Wer wird im Regen verschwinden?
Who shall vanish in the rain?
Wem wird das ewige Glück gewährt? Die Gnade von oben.
Who shall be granted the eternal happiness, the grace from above?
Und diese Lehre, das Aufhören der Existenz.
And that emptiness, the cessation of existence.
Oh, that was so moving, Miss Sieglund. Poor Sigmund. My best friend has returned to the void. Thank you all for coming today to shed tears for our departed hero. He was a righteous and noble man who cared for his people. He was still trying to save the Arcanists on the Golden Isle before he died. He left us so many beautiful poems and paintings. Shame that the fire burnt everything to ashes. The only thing that survived was the Salvation. We were in a golden age of progressive ideas. We believed the Enlightenment would make ignorance history and lead us to paradise where everyone would be saved. The barrier between Arcanists and humans would be removed. In Vienna, that tolerant city, we would stand together hand in hand, back to back, reliving the intimacy we once shared when we first came into this world. Oh, world. Its head bites its feet. Its knees touch its nose. But the reality is, the survival space of Arcanists is shrinking. We tried to speak up in our own language, but that only makes us strangers in our own land. That's why we have decided to exhibit Sigmund's last work. Not only in memory of the deceased, but in memory of his noble spirit, his sincere concern for his people, and his scrutiny of this tragic world.
The people gathered nod their heads. Some of the women begin to weep softly.
There is no need to be sad, my friends. He has left us with the Rheingold.
With the Rheingold, also, he's a bit in the way right now, but behind him on the wall, I just noticed there are like 3 pictures that are completely tattered.
We will found a committee with the funds raised by the exhibition to improve the conditions of unregistered Arcanists.
The youngest and the most outstanding opera singer in Vienna, Theophel's sister, Isolde von Dietersdorf, will present the details.
Amidst applause, Heinrich bows, handing off the stage to its true protagonist. She takes a graceful step forward. Uh-huh. Oh.
Now I see why we were ordered to investigate Theophel's connections. There may be spies from Manus Vindictae among them.
Her mentor nods in approval, handing over a stack of documents.
I know the Vienna branch has a lot of bureaucratic problems, but we need their help to carry out the mission in this era. The search warrant, the letter of introduction, the evidence collection permit. They've provided us with all the official documents we need in this era, as well as a list of all the Arcanists in Vienna in 1914. But we're not going to cooperate with them any further, because of the requirements to confidentiality. We'll only need manpower from them in the following operations.
Marcus replies by opening the thick register of Arcanists, desperate to prove she hasn't gotten distracted this time.
In case you spend a whole day on the A section, Marcus, we're looking for Theophil. Starts with a T.
Okay.
How did you know I was starting from line A?
The apprentice droops her shoulders, sinking back into the book. With the help of her arcane skill, she easily finds the information that Hoffman seeks.
It says Theophil belonged to a group of artists called the Circle. They often gathered in the Secession building. Madam Hoffman, I think we can make contact with them one by one.
Whoa! What is happening? That was a verbal...
What's happening?
Good question.
I sense strong arcane fluctuations over there.
Uh-huh. Her eyes center on the door of the Secession
I
building.
think it's a ghost?
A ghost? A ghost? A spooky ghost? Okay. Alright. Let's see what's happening. Also, is there any... Yep, there is something new here. Above? Oh, hi.
Look at this, dearie. This
Yes?
hand mirror has become the latest fashion. Oh, it's a trifling thing. But people like me have to stay in the loop to make a living. Come here, gaze into the mirror and fix your hat. What do you see? Do you like what you see?
I feel as if I can see all of Vienna. What is this? It's broken. I'm tempted. I? Why is this? I'm curious what this is.
Oh, look at our little artist in the mirror.
Uh-huh.
Something of a narcissist, then. No, I'm not laughing at you. In this place, valuing one's uniqueness, one's own voice, is much to be desired.
Uh-huh.
You have to be loud enough, firm enough to show no fear nor hesitation. so that at the end of the waltz you will have the strength to break their instruments.
You're telling me I picked the right answer for myself? Sorry. So
in the warmth of spring, the ice cracks deeper. One splinters into two, and each begins to splinter again.
Uh-huh.
They set up the mirror and lift the cloth, exposing to light the good, the bad, and what lies beyond them both. Then the factions split and then split again. Secessionists, by their nature, are not in the business of keeping things together. They won't stop the fractures. They can't. In lifting the cloth, in seeing their reflection, they scatter themselves like dandelion seeds in the wind.
Where are they going?
Oh, I don't know where, but I do know what they're doing. Some of them still paint with gold leaf. Others believe they must depict what is real. Some depict the ravings of their dreams. Some seek to change the streets into works of art, and others drive out all meaning from their work. The only time they ever reach an agreement is just before they lift the cloth from the mirror. Before the Potemkin village with all its empty facades moves somewhere else, some of them might just achieve their ends. To be like the golden cabbage, sitting atop its dome over the ring road. To be recognized by everyone.
To be recognized by everyone. Okay. A bad seance? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's unconscious. What is happening? There's Kakania as well. And that's our blonde dude, Heinrich, huh? Alright. They lift chairs, smash furniture, and jump out of walls, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. They? I also...
Isolde!
God, you're covering it again. I also just noticed it's barely visible behind you right now. On the wall on the top there is one of those giant big demonic kitty critters.
My god, she passed out again!
People gather around in a loose circle, wringing their hands but offering little help, knowing there is little they can do besides making a spectacle of their compassion.
She must have smelling salts on her. Find them.
What is going on? Make way! Make way! Let me see.
Kakania! People, make way for the doctor!
Isolde? Can you hear me? Oh no, it's a seizure. She's going to bite herself. Get a stick! Heinrich, do you have any props she can bite?
Doctor, help! Please help me! They are here! The paintings, they are here!
She can't wait. Isolde,
censoring.
Doctor, your hand is bleeding from the bite.
Ow.
It's okay. What happened just now? She was fine when I left 10 minutes ago.
I don't know. We finished reciting Sigmund's poem and...
Sigmund? Oh, you mean Theophil? I see what's going on here. You've aroused her trauma.
You shouldn't have invited her to her brother's exhibition, Heinrich. And you even read his death notice in public. Ah, you should have known it would upset her. He was the only family she had left.
I did not. I thought she had completely recovered.
What?
She should have recovered from the electroshock therapy.
Oh, God. My dude.
What kind of nonsense is that? Dr. Schwartz is a liar without a conscience. He takes pleasure in the pain of his patients. I know how he managed to fool the medical association. Those rich morons don't care about the patients at all. Soon as you mention fancy words like advanced or science, they'll throw their wallets at you as if to be left behind by the times. They're all blinded by the shining glamour of progressivism. And they even scoff at psychoanalysis, the real meaningful discovery of the era.
Ooh. Ooh, my ears. A piercing scream silences her arguments. The screaming woman, drenched in sweat, sees the frame painting turn into a bone saw aimed at cutting open her skull, where most certainly the syrup in her brain would oh my god, like, how adorable and almost delightful thought. But, what if it's like the oil painting on this canvas, or like a teacup, like a neat triangle, like a square, like a square, like a square, like a circle? Oh my god. Holy shit! Okay, that was amazing. That was tragic, but that was amazing. The electric lights go out and a series of candles ignite simultaneously.
Schau dir den Ring an, Theophil. Ist so wunderschön.
Look at the ring, it's so beautiful. In the candlelight, Isolde's face is deathly pale.
Nein, das war meine Schuld.
This was my fault.
Ja, ich werde es besser machen. Ich kann es schaffen. Ich kann immer noch singen.
Yes, I will do better. I can do this. I can still sing.
Isolde?
The woman pulls Kakania down by her collar.
Bitte, schau mich an, Doktor. Hilf mir. Bitte, hilf mir.
Please look at me, doctor. Help me. Please help me.
I will, Isolde.
Jesus.
Now let go of me first.
She's like switching between three different states of mind right now.
Oh no. It's a seance. But Miss Tosconi does it before performance.
Of course it turned out this way. She's lost control. She summoned evil spirits this time, not the good ones.
Nein! Geh weg!
Get away, get away. Kakania breaks free from her grip and follows Isolde's distant gaze.
She's afraid of the paintings. Oh, poor girl. It's her brother's paintings.
Whoa! Spoopy!
Miss Kakania! Watch out!
Heinrich, give me a hand. Draw the ghosts away by whatever means.
Okay. Is this gonna be a unique fight? Maybe a mini-boss? Oh, this sounds like the regular music now. Oh, this is... Oh my god, what am I looking at? Wandering Spirit. A spirit summoned through a seance. Its wishes are simple: to shake hands, hug, say its greetings, and then say goodbye. Ethereal Spirit. A spirit summoned through a seance. Its story cannot be brought to the stage, for its memory is as blurred as its appearance, and only its most instinctive desires remain. Oh, the skill icons are amazing. Speaking of slasher movies, alright.
The hunt begins.
These souls are no longer bound to their bodies.
It is unique.
They're a nuisance to deal with.
Hey, over there! Leave the doctor alone!
I bought this bullet with my savings. Who took it out of my body? It was you. You!
Oh!
Enough of your ugly fuss. What family are you from, miss? How much property do you own?
Oh, did he... I was thinking it, but did she summon all of her family members that are deceased?
Go away! It's not working! You'll have to try harder, Mr. Heinrich. Leave her be, gentlemen.
Alright.
Your command.
Loaded. Charging.
Time for Lucy to carry this fight.
Barrage. Eliminate target. Under attack.
Oh, did he just steal my Moxie? I think he did. I think he did. Okay.
An eye, a tooth for a tooth.
A brave decision.
Feeleth pain and knoweth regret. The law.
Oh, he had a dodge. Okay. He had a dodge, that's why... Okay, I see the... Oh, he has it again. Okay, I see what you're doing here. Alright.
Your command.
Well, I'm gonna have to get rid of it anyway, so let's do this and that.
Charging.
Everyone has their own destination.
Faraday's miracle.
God,
Aim
that
and
sucks. But it's fine.
She took half my body. No, Father will scold me.
Uh-huh. Maybe Father should scold you. You are dodging again. Okay. So minor attack, a bigger one, and that.
Hold on to that.
Barrage.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Okay. He's gonna get it back. Yep. Yep. Okay. In that case, debuff. Heal up just in case.
Circuits functioning properly.
And set you up.
Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Robot, child of science.
Alright. One more time. Let's see. Buff you up. Okay, I need to get rid of the thingy first. Do that, do that, do that.
Eliminate target.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
A nobody! A quack with the stink of a monkey! How dare you lay those filthy fingers upon me?
Heinrich, I'll take care of Isolde. Take this.
Oh, catching a ghost with my hands. Yeah, it's so soft and sticky.
What?
Give it back, you thief!
Jeez.
This is not bad for a stretch.
This guy.
Sie sind jetzt sicher, Isolde. Spüren Sie nun den Druck meiner Hände.
Alright, you're safe now, Isolde. Now feel the pressure of my hands. The wandering spirits busy themselves in entangling the unfortunate gentleman. Caconia, catching her breath, gently clasps her hands over Isolde's ears.
Der Druck wird Sie an einige Dinge erinnern. Sie werden langsam und stetig in Ihren Kopf gelangen und Ihnen nicht schaden.
The pressure will remind you of some things. They'll enter your mind slowly and steadily, and they won't hurt you.
Gut, das ist es.
That's it.
Wenn ich den Druck loslasse, öffnen Sie langsam Ihre Augen. Diese Dinge werden sanft zu Boden fallen, wie Federn. Jetzt fangen Sie sie vorsichtig auf.
When I release the pressure, open your eyes slowly. Those things will fall softly to the ground, like feathers. Now grab them gently.
Jetzt sagen Sie mir, was haben Sie gesehen? Was ist passiert?
Now tell me, what did you see? What happened? The woman clenches her teeth, struggling to push out her gritted words.
Dr. Schwartz told me that humans are rational and we should be able to control ourselves completely. But I failed. The Dittersdorfs can't afford another lunatic like me. I will be abandoned by the audience. By everyone.
No, you are not them, Isolde. As long as you receive proper treatment in the hospital.
Please don't, please. I'm cured. The shock therapy worked well, very well.
No.
Isolde. No. I mustn't act like Mother or Teofil. The Dittersdorfs can't bear. The opera can't bear.
Still murmuring, her breathing gradually evens out.
Heinrich, please take Miss Dittersdorf to get some rest.
I will.
The gentleman barks a command to the guests gathered around and moves to help the girl into the backstage. Kakania rises, rushing to the door of the Secession building like a gust of wind.
What about you, Doctor? Where are you going?
I'm going to get that Schwarz.
Her green figure swiftly disappears beneath the doorway. But before the door can close, a hand holds its motion.
Kakania? Huh? You are from the Foundation. And Angelotti. And the unknown lady?
Mm-hmm. Did they see all that happened just now? Okay, do we have anything that popped up just now? Or was that it? No, that was it. Yes, Prime Minister! Oh, I see the two of them here. Okay. Okay, but this will be it where we stop for today with this part. This was pretty long already. I think this is gonna make up for like 2 hours at least, or close to. But this is where we're gonna stop this story for today. And before I head off into the section with the 3 doors and the somnium that I'm gonna splice in. This is interesting so far. A lot of psychological stuff and trauma and how to treat it and what it is and how it and everything around it. Very interesting. I do wonder what it's gonna play into. And I do... Is it just gonna be Manus? Is it just gonna be Manus behind it? Like they have told the Dittersdorfs something and it's making them go insane, or maybe the Dittersdorf lineage is somehow innately in tune with maybe knowing what's coming, and they keep having dreams or some shit about it, which is making them go insane because they know stuff and they don't know how they know stuff. Anyway, we'll see. This is interesting. This is very interesting so far. But before I hand it over to that, time to do the threads. So, where was it? There it was. Okay, so, like I said, I'm gonna do this probably as a very quick fire succession with single pulls until it happens. So, well, I don't know how I'm gonna cut this, but it's probably gonna be cut down. Either I'm gonna just cut forward to whatever is there. I still don't know who to pick. Like I said, I'm wavering between Lilia or 37 mostly, because they are most, like, at least for me, currently very story-relevant characters. 2 Fairy, I don't really know if I need another healer right now. I'm currently building up a balloon party, but I would like to. Pickles I literally got recently. Medicine Pocket literally just appeared in the thing. Actually, can I click on them? Oh, I can. Oh, that's their promoted art. Nice. She really reminds me of that one Hololive VTuber. That hair is pretty uncanny. Good old Happy Regulus. Good old Creepy Tooth Fairy. Yep. Excuse me. Human touching the hand of God. Kind of, but it's math. Oh my god, there's a dolphin in the back. Are you shitting me? Alright. That's a lot of mushrooms. Okay, what are you? Support, shield, and debuff. Okay. Miss New Bauble. Oh, excuse me. That's a lot of good boys and girls, and is that a shadow owl bear, owl dog? That's amazing. Oh, that is interesting. The jackalope is in the reflection, but not here, huh? Defense, shield, and riposte. Oh, riposte. Wait, which one of these skills is it actually working the way I think it's working? Grants a shield. Reality damage Genesis caster has active shield after the Moxie +1 to the caster. Is it coming from here? Oh yeah, I think it's coming from here. Oh yeah, self counter. Okay, it is a counter. Enters taunt and fanged part. Okay, she's a tank. She's a legitimate tank. Enters taunt and fanged partner status and gains control, immunity, and riposte. When attacked, it deals 100% reality damage and reality defense times 100% Genesis damage. Lasts 2 rounds. Fanged partner immune to control. Ripostes when the caster is attacked. The riposte is regarded as 1 extra action. This is an interesting character, not gonna lie. You two already have Kalabauna. Okay. Also follow-up attacks, burst damage, and DPS. Also, I think she is part of the next side story that I'm gonna be covering after this current chapter. This thing is just goofy as hell. I have no idea what you are or why you are. Just a pair of gloves with a sword and a scarf. Or a cape, rather. But you're a pure DPS. Whatever. Centurion. Very pretty. A show person from Las Vegas, huh? Okay. Burst damage and DPS. You are a healer, right? Yeah, healer, debuff, and control. I haven't actually looked at the picture. What the hell is with the little puppies, and what is that working desk, buddy? Melania I already know, but no, didn't really convince me with with her showcase in the 1.1 story. I do like her as a character though. You already have, so don't even have to think about that. Spathodea. Okay, cute. DPS, burst damage, and burn. Burn, huh? Dots. Druvis is another one. Wow. I have not even seen her. Yeah, I've seen her when she was with the red hair in the story, but I haven't seen this art. DPS, control, and support. All right. But yeah, she's also kind of like a candidate. I'm still not sure. N.N. Lee. Support, control, DPS. Uh-huh. Movie props? Sotheby. Alright. Poison, heal, and DPS. Alright. Right, Jessica. DPS and poison. Oh, that's right. Also, before I say anything, N6, of course. That's an interesting motif there. With the shackle on his hand. Very interesting. Like he's shackled to the position he's in. Didn't even pay attention to that before. But I wanted to quickly say I did hear about the fact. that a lot of these characters are going to be receiving, or maybe even all of these characters are going to be receiving buffs in the future. Or very soon, rather. At least some of them. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that they're revisiting old characters and are buffing old character kits up to be probably on par with the current new characters that keep being added into the game, which is a nice little detail. Not many. Well, to be fair, the more reputable gacha games do tend to do that, but all of them do it in kind of like a different kind of way. Arcanists, for example, might not be revisiting the kits of the characters per se, but they are giving old characters and also new characters modules, which are meant to buff the character a bit up, to bring them a bit more on par with newer shit. And depending on the rarity, some characters have like 2 or even 3 modules, so you can customize depending on your playstyle and the situation at hand, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, not many games do this, where they go back and buff all characters up, which is a nice thing again. Anyway, let's do this quick summon session and see how this is gonna go. Hoarding Obsession 2, thank you. Well, the first one is already amazing. It's a new one?
There's also a room for me? But it's hardly the best arrangement, given that I don't need a room and my stay may pose a fire hazard. Please, an airy fireplace will suit me just fine.
Well, hello, fire spirit. What? Ulu? Well, this started out nice. Anyway. Okay, very close to 40. Golden thread. Oh, from the second category. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, this is gonna be difficult now. Either Six or Druvis. And of course Jessica is also a candidate here, but mostly for story reasons. I think I'm gonna go with 6. Yeah, let's go with 6.
A spinning wheel is meant to turn around, just like fate is bound to happen. In many cases, we don't have a choice.
Yeah, okay. Okay, this was sort of successful. Got him on, what was it again, 32 or 33? I'm gonna have to check in the recording back and see myself which one exactly it was, but it was in the 30s, wasn't fully on 40. So a couple of polls were saved there, which is very nice. But yeah, anyway, this is it for this part. Now I have another character that I at some point need to build. Oh boy, the list is growing. But anyway, successful it is. We now continue on to the 3 doors segment. So let's see what's next. Right then, so beneath the ashes, what will come from these smoldering fires? Ashes or gold? When the dust settles, looking back, you will realize that the place was empty all along. I wonder what this one is gonna be about. The second one was about Nikola Tesla. The first one was about the mesmers. What is this one gonna be? Let's see. New foothold. Also, this one has a lot of the little trinkets to collect.
Oh, what do we have this time?
Yeah.
I'll have to get up on tiptoes to take a better look. Oh, I need my glasses. I'll just get them out of my pocket. Ooh, this is much better. Oh, look at this place. Finally, somewhere interesting, don't you think? Some cold machines, a basement full of herbs. The world is forever shifting around us. This place looks completely different with each passing day.
Uh-huh. Change isn't always good. Can't wait for it to change a few more times. Yeah, sure.
It's like watching a magic show, isn't it? We give the magician a huge round of applause, eager to see what he'll pull out of the hat in the end. Well, it seems this is the big reveal. Some dried herbs, a few old books, and a couple of cupboards for us to rummage through. All right, roll up your sleeves. Let's take a look around.
Also, yeah, I have no items. Okay. Okay, what is this about? There's a piece of kindness tucked away in these pages. A piece of kindness? Letters and IOUs. Dear Paulus, I have received your money, and the excess amount of IOU will be returned with this letter. Okay, please keep it safe. Forgive me for bringing this up again. It is just that I am eager to eliminate any possibility of it harming our friendship. In your last letter, you mentioned that the locals are happy to see a new potion shop open, so they can avoid the extra half-hour walk. I am genuinely happy for you. No physician loyal to his profession would not look forward to gaining the trust of new patients. What marvelous opportunity! I have a few suggestions for you, considering the thriving mining industry in St. Ives? Ives? Not sure. You might want to prepare... not sure, some of you can tell me where this is taking place. You might want to prepare more medicines that help wounds to heal quickly, as well as portable emergency remedies. We are doing... Oh. Okay, it's in the UK, okay. We are doing well in London. The new doctor at the... Or maybe... No. Okay, doesn't matter. We are doing well in London. The new doctor at the volunteer hospital is a kind gentleman. He came over for tea the other day and mentioned several interesting articles on this so-called magnetic flow therapy. Oh boy. I will send them to you later for your perusal. I'm looking forward to hearing your opinion. If you have any free time, I hope to visit with Althea next month. Yours faithfully, Robert. February 11th, 1825. Ooh. This is old. Okay.
Uh-oh. Be careful there. Dearie me, this place is in quite a state, isn't it? I can hardly recall a workshop messier than this one. The tools are spread all over the floor. Quite a peculiar choice of location, don't you think?
Yeah, are those electrical diodes? Tesla coils or something?
But look at these installations. Well, it's not as complicated as it looks. We just need to direct the flow of the correct fluid into the bottle.
Oh, it's fluid.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, I see it now. It's fluid, okay.
Lucky for us, these still seem in good shape. All we need to do is rotate these pipes to form a path for the fluids to flow through.
Okay. Tap to interact with the pipes. Okay. I see. There we go. Okay. Very similar to how the light mechanic worked, but this time around I can see the pathways, basically. Open sesame, let's go. A path is open for you. Turn the valves to connect the pipes. Once an element of the same color is connected to a receiver unit, the receiver is activated permanently. Once the door is illuminated, only you can go through. No other objects allowed. Ooh, okay. This is also a new thing. Oh yeah, the thing is shining, so if I carry something on me, it's gonna stay behind. Okay.
Something's missing here.
Uh-huh, the bottle is missing, I can see it.
Look around. There must be some empty bottles nearby. Maybe they've been left in a corner and forgotten about. All right. Nice and steady now. Go grab it. The bottle filled with red fluid. Look how it shines.
Uh-huh. Yeah, pick it up. Oh! And bring it here. You can put an elemental bottle into the opening of a pipe to produce a flow of element, color you need. Oh. What are you? A gift chosen with care. Symbolizes days of shared learning and starkly different choices. Old print. Saint George's Inn, May 14th, 1827. Dear Paulus, no matter the circumstances, your endeavors in St. Ives are destined for grand success. This engraving is sent for this very reason. Find a raised seat beside the long table, so that the master may notice and observe your work. Gone are the days within the retreat's walls where our instructor could promptly correct the impulsive mistakes we made in our potions measure. Yesterday, my neighbor spoke of a general practitioner in the neighboring town, skilled and knowledgeable, with the entire British pharmacopoeia committed to memory. I await the day when your name graces their lips, and I shall subtly remind them that this great physician is a dear friend of mine for many years. I sincerely miss you. Respectfully, Robert. Alright. Oh. Immediately here. If it was not seen, it did not happen. A friend's warning. Dear Paulus, this letter comes a little late, to be honest. It took me some time to decide whether or not to write it. In your last reply, you mentioned your plan, though not too explicitly. This will be the last time I mention it after all. An important part of our friendship is that we never interfere with each other. But please at least read this letter to the end. After that, you can stuff it in any corner you like. I have to say, whatever this transmutation potion is, just pretend it doesn't exist. Honestly, who cares about the differences between Arcanists and humans when we are all busy living our lives? I admit, this argument is not an outdated one, but there are too many reasons for people to fight each other, and the reason you focus on is even relatively insignificant in this instance. Arcanists can live quite well as long as they hide their experiences and do not flaunt their arcane skills. Oh, Arcanists can live quiet. Okay, yeah, right. In seclusion, basically. Besides, we have seen too many of us sent to the madhouse. Among them, how many were real madmen? And how many were just humans? As you well know, the cause of this chaos does not lie here. Be sure to take care of yourself. Your faithful friend, Robert. February 13th, 1825.
Ah, that old problem. The foremost topic on every Arcanist's lips. But it all feels so hopeless, doesn't it? There's really not much we can do. I suppose this is an issue that will continue to plague the people's minds for quite some time.
You could say that again.
What's your view on this, child?
He's right. Maybe he has a point. Maybe he doesn't. It doesn't matter either way. We can't run forever. We can't run forever.
I appreciate your courage, but it's going to take more than determination to solve the problem.
True.
Let's keep searching. Perhaps you'll change your mind. We have plenty of time. Take as much as you need.
Oh, immediately another one. This one is quick. A firm resolve, penned word by word upon the page. Paulus's notebook, September 27th, 1824. So this was before even the last letter, okay? St. Ives is a good place, with many mines nearby and lots of goods coming in from the sea. Pardon. Making for convenient trade. Alchemical materials are not a concern, but the shop still needs improvement. October 1st, 1824, okay, just a few days later. Mr. Buck is willing to sell his shop. The first few times I went there, I quickly found out that something was wrong with that basement. But this money, it's really hard to get together on such short notice. October 22nd, 1824. Okay, 20 days later. There's not enough time, all my hopes now rest on Robert. I really should thank him. He has always been an enthusiastic sort, ever since we were at the York retreat. Alas, I still remember, they are people, not beasts. And if he still remembers the words of our instructor, he should be able to understand the career I have chosen. Revealing all this to him poses something of a risk. I have heard that certain voices are clamoring to send all Arcanists to the asylum. Huh. Those places can't even take care of human patients. Apart from a few hospitals run by mesmers, all the others are simply ridiculous. But their hydrotherapy, spinning chairs, and trepanations. This is a very interesting thing to make a note out of, that the mesmer hospitals are better for any kind of treatment than, I mean obviously, but yeah, better for any kind of treatment than than any other of the hospitals. February 11th, 1825. Robert can be trusted. Okay, so a couple of months later, next year. A bit more than a month later, March 23rd, 1825. Maybe I'll never get rid of these seemingly absurd thoughts. They speak of me from within my heart, trying to tell me the potential connections between things. Especially here, the voices have never been so clear, and they show me the pictures in pictureless books. This basement is a philosophical embryo. If you seek true constancy and unity, it can only be achieved here. I will complete an unprecedented transformation from an Arcanist to a human. Ooh, buddy. How will that go for you? Was that it for this room? Yeah. Hmm?
It's becoming more challenging, which is a good sign. We're probably getting closer to the good stuff. Or maybe it's already here, right under our noses.
Uh-huh.
But we need the right key to solve the problem. Alchemy is as esoteric and sophisticated a practice as can be. Mixing together a few fluids shouldn't be too difficult for you. Since we don't have any other equipment right now, we might as well make use of this pipe. Looks like an old reaction vessel to me. Come, try it. We've got to start somewhere.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, we are actually doing alchemy. A synthesis valve can mix different elements, different colors, to produce a new element, new color, that flows out of the gilded outlet. Okay, red and blue opposing triangles make green. Red and green makes blue, green and blue makes red. Okay. Is it gonna be right here? Oh, no, that's the wrong one. This. Okay. Alright, time to mix some potions, I guess. Oh, I see one. A stack of meticulously written records to the health of many a patient. A thick medical record book. Vertin, male, 39 years old. The patient claims to have been hit while transporting ore on the railway, with frequent pain in the spine and internal organs. No obvious trauma marks on the body. His family and colleagues deny the accident described by the patient. It's a typical case of spinal disease. His Arcanist bloodline is weak. Ordinary sedative prescribed. Glenda, female, 17 years old. The patient often falls into an inexplicable state of fear, accompanied by limb convulsions and screaming. The patient's family claims that these symptoms began when she was 15 years old and gradually worsened. Her friend said she could see the devil driving the train. It's a good thing that I made a house call. The girl is almost a full Arcanist, and her sister Brianna is the same. Could it be a rare case of atavism? I'm not sure. Their parents are surprisingly stubborn. They only know to attribute all problems to stress and curses. The treatment is not going well. I reminded them of Brianna's situation. She's not much better than her sister, and she's always been ignored. They were furious and almost drove me away. I am a doctor after all. We'll try that old recipe. Just need to get the materials first. Lizard powder, henbane, hair of a critter from near the mine. Oh boy. But yeah, it makes sense that people wouldn't be very in tune back then with stuff. Oh. A new technology and the reasonable doubts that accompany it. Clippings. The astonishing efficacy of magnetic flow therapy. Farewell to Madness. Journal of European Arcanum 1825. Magnetic flow therapy has been overly lauded. In my view, its actual effect is but a third of what its proponents claim. Yet compared to those other unsubstantiated treatments, animal magnetism does seem to warrant some study. An absurd charade. A true report on the practice of magnetic flow therapy. Street Talk 1827. Malicious fabrications and relentless suppression. Does the Mesmer family really deserve such envy? There is no need to even discuss human ostracism. Arcanists are perfectly capable of tearing each other down. This treatment method holds potential for progress. I must admit my ongoing research is unpopular. At least magnetic flow still sounds scientific enough, whereas alchemy is often deemed as mere fantasy. Arcanists overvalue it while humans undervalue it. In the end, this technique isn't even worth a fake report in a third-rate newspaper. Ha! Interesting, so yeah. One is being oversold, the other thing is being undersold, essentially. Oh. Earth, water, air, fire. The answer lies in their orderly rotation. Oh? A row of bookshelves filled with books related to Earth. Browse book. Huh? Okay. Okay, gonna have to interact with these in some kind of order, right? Earth, water, air, fire. There we go. Alright, a train journeying alone in the distance. Torn ticket. My dear and respected Robert, time is short. I hope you have a chance to read this note. Glenda's father said she had turned madder than before the treatment. Her sister also showed similar symptoms, and her family is planning to accuse me of using witchcraft to harm their 2 children. I have nothing to say. My prescription was far more effective than the restraints in the asylum. He will understand sooner or later. The research has been significantly effective. I can't leave. I believe you know the significance of this potion better than anyone. The secrets of Mercury have been revealed to me without a doubt. Once the Mercury. Once the key to transmutation is mastered, then death becomes just a curable disease. This is the secret formula that many alchemists have been searching for, and I will go further than they have. There are still three transmutations transmutations await me before I cross the boundary between Arcanist and human. I will leave this ticket as a souvenir, but I can't catch this train. Say hello to Althea and your 3-month-old angel, Mayeli? Mayeli, I guess. I hope they and my dearest friend will always be healthy and relish the joys of the world to the fullest. Your eternal faithful friend. Oh! Oh, the terrain changed. It's snowed in now. Huh. I mean, the enemies did have, like, frost on them and stuff. That's very cool. Oh, wait, there is also no... Oh. Or... Yeah, there is also no extra note here at the end. Usually there is one. Huh. Okay, so that was the last one in here then. The one before, right? Let me just check. Oh yeah, that was the last one for that section. The next section is gonna be, looks like, a bit bigger. Okay. Also, how funny. How funny is this coincidence that I'm doing these in order, and this one is right now very topical to the main story stuff in chapter 6. I wonder if this door was released with chapter 6 maybe, or something like that, because it feels it feels very topical all of a sudden. But yeah, anyway, this will be it for part 1 of this third entry into the 3 doors. So yeah, now it's time for the somnambulism again. Okay then, let's see somnambulism. This is Floating Park Beta. So the alternative version of the one that I sadly couldn't include in the previous episodes because I accidentally deleted that file because it was part of a different video. Anyway, what do you get? Inspiration of Victory. Gains Inspiration of Victory at the beginning of every battle. After it is used, damage plus 100% for all allies for 1 round. Ooh. That is sick. Okay, let's see what we're going to be doing here now. Last time we were gambling, are we going to be doing some gambling again? The Diamond Dealer. Yes, a friend gave me 2 tickets. You're going to regret it in the... You're going to regret it in the rest of your life if you miss the show. Vertin? Vertin! The whiskey in the cup reflects under the light like liquid of ginger. The glow of diamonds swings dizzyingly around the room. Are you feeling sick? Is it a wine? Or is it because of the Mexican food? I'm fine. You don't have to be strong before me, my lady. I blame myself for making you lose your appetite over dinner. Actually, I'm not sure. The Diamond Dealer? Who is that referring to? Because I'm not familiar with all characters. This one is not 100% familiar to me. I know like 2 characters that have like the gambling kind of flair around them. One is female, one is male. And I'm not sure which one they are referring to here anyway. But the evening has just started. I promise you will like our next program. Welcome to the Floating Park, the largest amusement park on the West Coast. This is the Supreme Kingdom where you can reach the sky and realize all dreams. See the sky wheel over there? Tonight at midnight, the greatest reality show in the world will be on there. The sober-suited lady... Oh. Right. Okay, it's her then. The sober-suited lady has a slow, husky voice which sounds irresistibly tempting. Oh god, a slow and husky voice. There's still 4 hours to midnight. Why don't you go hang around other facilities? I swear they also provide world-class experience. Just don't forget to get the ticket first. She points at the golden counter beside her. Now go, my lady, before you have to wait in a 30-yard queue to get the prizes. The children are having fun in the park, trying to catch the balloons in the air. They're floating in the air, so light and unconstrained, as if they would never leak or break, which is different from the joy of the park. I spent a brief moment thinking about this park. Why is it here? What's the purpose of its existence? Who founds it? Who operates it? Will it be here forever? Will it break down? Who promised all this? Never seen someone pondering on philosophical questions in an amusement park before. Oh, distinguished lady, that was someone else. I hear a soft chuckle softly tickling my ears like a feather. A distinguished lady in blue, in a blue dress, stands next to me, smiling at me in a serene and undisturbed manner. Looks like the facilities are not for your age either, are they? My good child, come. I believe we will get along well. I will wait for you at the northwest area of the park. She walks away gracefully, leaving a touch of her perfume on my shoulder. If I'm bound to waste a whole evening here, why not waste a few more moments on other matters? The park is bustling with people. Now that I think about it, was the blue lady supposed to be eternity? The park is bustling with people. They're chasing after one dose of joy after another, like patients desperate for medicines. Among the chaos, she stands alone, like a calm cloud on top of the snowy mountain. Attracted by her abnormality, I walk towards her. They say amusement parks are built for children. But I think adults are the ones who need someone to tell them what innocence really is. What do you think? Are amusement parks built for children or adults? Both. I'm gonna go with adults. That's my answer too. I wish we can talk for a bit more, but we still have our things to do. She puts away the glass and strokes her hair. The liquid in the glass is as dark as blood in the vein, but she doesn't see it in that way. Thanks for telling me this, child. Okay, that's definitely eternity. She's the one who keeps saying child to everybody. Here's a VIP card for you, as a token of gratitude. I promise it will never run out of balance. Don't miss out on tonight's finale. We will see each other again. She winks at me slyly and disappears in the crowd. I receive a silver-plated card with a jellyfish floating in the sea printed on it. Maybe I can hang around before the finale starts. No battles so far, that's interesting. The bunny. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Bunny's tongue bar. The bunny ears on the drink machine shake and dance vigorously. Automatic services of your choice. Get ready for the most surprising experience. You may even win a jackpot of 5 million points. We now accept feathers, starch, carbuncle teeth, festive wallets, hydrogen, and the floating card. I think I've heard that before. The moment I complete the payment, the window of the drink machine sends out a dazzling light. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, no battles? Order confirmed. Thank you for ordering with Bunny. Good luck. Because I can only keep one person now. That's a lot of points. Okay. The machine starts shaking like a bunny girl on tiptoe, waiting for me to pat it on the head. Take my time. No, it's not the speed that matters. But whatever, I can get the bunny medal. Great, I found it. Nice start. Bravo, lady. I wish I could be as lucky as you. Here's the receipt. I received 5 million points. I think I start to know how things work here. Oh god, now I'm at 7 million, okay. What am I looking at? An idiot who thinks she can keep winning because she just won a game. The wolfpack on the cards are asleep. The spade A, alpha of the pack, is lying on the table lazily paying no attention to the VIP card in my hand. Wanna try something different, huh? Come closer then. Show me what you've got. Not bad, you've learned something. But you gotta know, you can never win this game by just pulling the handle like a fool. As a werewolf knocks on the ground, the pack open their eyes, seemingly waiting for something. I have to flip over all the cards within the time limit. Flip in order. The strategy hasn't changed, I just need to pay more attention to the time. Damn, they are attacking at the same time, that never happened. Bang! The werewolf blows away the imaginary smoke from his fingertip and shows an evil grin. Say goodbye to your baby points, honey. Cheer up, you're not the worst wretch here. At least your pocket is not yet empty. A lesson from me for just 4 million points. What a bargain! I only have 3 million points now. I can't let it go on like this. I must do something. Okay, a good place for taking a break. It has aromatic coffee, delicious food, cozy environment, and games that won't kill me. Good evening. Would you like tea or coffee? Got it. Bunny omelette with rice and a coffee. You can play a game while waiting. Uh-huh. Alright. The hat has flown into the air. Now I need to win the dodge game before the food is served. Run towards the edge of the field, run towards the edge of the hat. Field. Now the key is not to decide the direction, but to find out the landing point and to adapt to the toy body. I won't lose again. Terrific, Mr. Timekeeper. Miss Timekeeper, I know you could nail it. Here's a refreshment on the house for our regular customer. Wish you a good day. Her hospitality is as heartwarming as ever. I receive 4 million points. Since I'm all refreshed, I should try my luck again somewhere else. Alright. A huge wheel is standing in the middle of the park, putting on a one-act play that draws everyone's attention. Oh, my lord, the time of life is short. To spend that shortness basely were too long. Since thou hast enough points to waste, why not visit the shabby theater on this humble fool? The wheel starts to spin, seemingly telling its desire for drops. He's right. I can take on a challenge or two, since my points are enough. Said every gambler ever.
It's time to say goodbye. Don't miss me, really. I'll be back.
Oh my god, what did I just witness? Hi. I think this is definitely the first time I heard that. I thank thee, my lord. I reserve the best seat for thee. The pole on the wide line. The pole on the wide line, excellent. It will be easier for me to dodge other balls. Speed up to the max. There is only one way to win the game, faster and faster. Somehow, however, a ball painted in the colors of the fool suddenly turns up beside me. What? What are you doing down here? An actor must act on the stage to be an actor, my lord. Beautiful chants coming from above the wheel. The fool's ball dances so fast and wild on the track that I can only see its shadow. The show has not ended in a satisfying way. The fool left me in the dust and I lost the game. Oh, grieve not, my lord. All that glitters is not gold. What thou hast lost might not be that valuable. One fire burns out another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. I believe the next play shall soothe the pain in thee. A miserable defeat, and I lost 6 million points. Fortunately, it's not my card. The next second, I hear fireworks crackling. Oh. Oh, that's... Okay, I I recognize the streak on the hair. What was the name again? Cascadia? Stage made of gold races before the Ferris wheel. People crowd around the popular reality show star. The finale has started. The superstar. Okay, I don't know how she sounds, so just improvising. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being patient for this most excitable performance. First, I will pick out tonight's lucky audience. Who is the lucky dog? The cheering and horns are deafening to my ears. It's so far away from the stage that I can barely see the movement of her lips. Suddenly, everyone is quiet. The spotlight suddenly shines on me. Yes, you! Over there, the lady with the hat! Congratulations! Please come to the backstage! In the next moment, the crowd cheers again, which rumbles like thunder in my ears. They surround me, praise my luck, and push me to behind the curtains. It seems the goddess of fortune is still on my side, but I wonder what the prize is. Huh. The reality show actress gives me an attractive smile, as if she has known me for years. Boss, congratulations. I smell the Mexican hot sauce on you. Then I knew you would be the luckiest of all tonight. You will have the exclusive right to sponsor tonight's reality show. The right to sponsor? For only... how convenient. For only 1 million points, you will have all the profit we make tonight in return. A very intriguing offer. Believe me, I'm your lucky girl. Give me $1 million and I will return you 20 million, if not more. The audience love me and never stop throwing money at me. Look at those cash in the air. It has lasted for a whole day. Don't miss out on a good opportunity, boss. She convinced me. Giving her $1 million in exchange for $20 million, it is a very impressive return rate. Vertin, please. This is the oldest scam in the book. I give her the VIP card and step aside, waiting for the show to start. However, despite the rapturous response from the audience, not many of them tipped her performance. The total income for tonight was less than 1/20th of the profit she promised. Oops, seems like the audience weren't in a tipping mood tonight. That's all for tonight. Bye, boss. Wait. Am I gonna be fighting her? I will. Boss, I know you might be disappointed, but life itself is a gamble. It makes you a billionaire in a blink of an eye, and in the next moment, a penniless person. That's why we have to keep trying again and again. No one loses as long as every penny has been well spent. I'll see you around, boss. Good luck. She waves at me, stopping me from saying another word to refute her absurd argument. A Roman lucky coin is flicked through her fingers to me. The moment I hold it in my hand, I think I became the invincible Caesar. An opportunity to win everything is right in front of me, but does it actually exist? Could it be another show designed to deceive me? No. Things like that already happened many times. I should have known from the very beginning. That the amusement park is also designed and built by the people, just like the stage. I never actually won or lost anything, because I am still part of the reality show now. Chuckles coming from the distance, I sense a cold look stroking my shoulder like a feather. Alright, I have an appointment to keep at the northwest area of the park. That faint smile remains on her face, like spindrift about to disappear. Looks like you realized it already. You can't get out of the park in usual ways. You know the way out? She just shakes her the glass in silence for a while. Sure, it's just I don't get someone to talk to very often, so I won't just let you go. But What are you going to give me as a keepsake, Vertin? I pass her the lucky coin. She scrutinizes it, fascinated, like a beast thinking where to plunge its fangs. Excellent. I didn't expect this jackpot from you. I will keep my promise. She lowers her head. Her breath blows softly on my cheek. Below, the blue ripples surging in the air, the hydrogen friends with soft bellies make a way spontaneously. All the complicated senses are gone. My body keeps shrinking and shrinking, and my soul never felt so light before. In the azure void, only one thing must be done for sure. Spit bubbles, wield my tentacles, and keep rising and rising. Until I reach the surface of the water. The exit of this dream. Huh. This one was interesting. Also, Eternity being very self-aware that this is a dream is quite an interesting thing and kind of makes sense for her. But yeah, let's round this video up. Alrighty then, and that will be it for today's part. Very interesting stuff. The chapter started off pretty strong in my opinion, with a lot of interesting shit happening immediately. And I'm looking forward to see where this is gonna be going. And very funnily, the 3-door thing that I'm including today is also kinda addressing the what's it called? The whole madness thing that was part of chapter 6 at the beginning. Very interesting. I do wonder what the rest of the 3-door thing is gonna be, this current last one. But we shall see in the next part when I include the next section. But yeah, this is gonna be it for now. The next part is gonna be up on the channel over the weekend. So until then, thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider leaving a like. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. There's gonna be much more in the future. As I made the post on the community section on the 1st, aka yesterday, I do plan to pick up more Let's Plays in the future. Not just for these gacha games like Reverse is, of course, but for regular games as well. So look forward to it. It's gonna be a year. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you very much. And if you want to support me even more directly, there is also memberships. And as I always say, there will be no video behind a membership. It's pretty much just there to support me, my work, and the channel itself. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for the members who are already there. And I will see you all in the next part. Until then, have a good one, everybody. It's just the start of a new year. Let's see where we get to. Bye-bye.